Greetings, Miss Autumn. Greetings, greetings, greetings. How are you? Hold on. Where is my? Here it is. Let me drop the link. Drop the link so anybody want to come on up, they can come on up. There you go. There you go. We got a link up there. So we can have a little conversation. How's everybody? We got 3 people up in there. Come on, make yourselves known. Make yourselves known. Come through. Come through. Come through. How is everybody? I just wanted to get up on here real fast. Oh, we got Mr. Stevens. Greetings, Mr. Stevens. How you doing? Why you always look like you squinted when you get up on here?
No, I don't know. I don't know. My eyes have. I'm reading the autobiography about Brandy. I know you don't like her, but
Yeah, no. I don't see why that little girl can't sing and why everybody goes up on her. But I digress, honey. You spend your money the way you want to.
No. I rented it from the library. I don't buy books anymore. But
My lord,
it's
my man. Yes. Okay, we ain't gonna do that half a no. Yeah.
Oh, don't. You are mean. Ow. Ow. But yeah, my day was actually really good. I got a chance to work on my June writing prompts for next month, and I'm definitely just I got too my biggest problem is that I have too many choices and I need to just figure one. And it's just like I'm having like a 7 of Cups moment, and I just wish that could stop. And it doesn't help that I have ADHD. So, so
You make that work for you, baby. You make that
okay.
ADHD work for you. I listen, you talking to a sufferer of ADHD as well, baby. So I definitely know what that is. Miss Autumn,
Oh,
how are you? No, Sherry, she turned the mic off. She's coughing. She's coughing. Go ahead, baby. No. Get yourself together. Get yourself together.
I'm all right.
You right?
Hi, Michael.
hello, Autumn.
You smiling from ear to ear. Give us the data, ma'am. What's going on?
Oh no. I just had a good day today. Nothing spectacular.
A good day is spectacular. Shit. And these godforsaken days, yes, a good day is listen, we're gonna take what we get. We're gonna take what we can. You know what I mean?
I know. Listen, I was in prayer, right?
Okay.
And my girlfriend was silent. When I told my girlfriend about it, she was silent. She didn't even have a comeback for me. And when you pray for things that's kind of on your mind, like when you pray for your family, your friends, and covering, safety, whatever. And I can't tell you what place it came from, but I start praying for Donald Trump.
Ooh.
Ain't that deep? Ain't that deep? Ain't that deep,
Wow.
Mike? I was like, I said, where did that come from? And I mean, I was praying. I was like really into it. And I can't tell you the place it came from. I wasn't thinking about the man. I prayed for, pray for him, his cabinet, everybody, everybody that works for him. I mean, and I was like, where did that come from? Where did that come from? And I just went with it. I just went with it. And I said, God placed it on me for a reason. I don't know what it is. And I just went with it. I said, maybe it was put on me to pray for this man. And I prayed the prayer that I was praying. I prayed for him to pray for favor. Pray to place favor in his heart for us. You know what I mean? For, those of us that are suffering behind the decisions and stuff that he's making. And I was like, wow, that was the, the kind of freakiest thing that happened to me. And I was explaining it to my girlfriend. I was like, I ain't getting no, because usually she always got something to say. She had nothing to say.
Well, you know what, Anna, and the thing is that when you were saying that to me, the one word that came in my mind was graciousness. God bless you for being that gracious. To know thyself, is key. And we're not gonna stay on this long because I don't
Right.
I don't it's
Right.
the thing is
I know you
that
don't like talking politics. Yeah.
it's always
Yeah.
Michael, and the reason is because on a moment to moment basis we are inundated with it. And I would like to think that this is a place where people could just take a break from
Let
it
that
for
go. Yeah.
Yes,
You know,
indeed.
and I wanted to say something too. Autumn, it's kind of funny that you said that because yesterday morning when I was working, his face popped in my mind, and this is no lie. I'm like, why am I thinking about him? Why? I don't know why. And
Yes.
so yeah, so yeah, yeah. So that's
so
all I'm gonna say about that.
yeah, and I mean, and we'll let it go at this. And the
Okay.
thing is that, like I said, I mean, it's grace. It's grace. That's all I'm gonna say. It's grace. The thing is, though, darling, is that like when you say, Michael, like I don't know why I thought about him, is because at this moment in time in America, there's not a person that's not affected by what is going on, and then it is always got to go back to the source.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm gonna say this. I'm not gonna sit here and give this man that much power because I know that he's a puppet. And with that being said, he just happens to be the puppet at hand right now. Because if you take away his name, you could place anybody in the situation that he's at. He's got what's he got? He's got the Congress. He's got he's got the House, the Senate, and the Supreme Court all doing his bidding. So again, you replace it with anybody else. When you've got that much leverage behind you, you're going to do whatever you want to do. I woke up today to say, he comes out and he says very shortly that we're going to be taking over Cuba. Darling, for every action, there's an opposite and powerful reaction.
Yes.
And the thing is that you got, nobody is thinking about the repercussions. Because for those of us that lived through 9/11, baby, what's coming down the pike because of the fuckery that we're doing right now, it ain't gonna be cute. And the thing is, and for me, until, and wait a minute, before I go any fucking further, let me say this: I'm very proud to be an American. I'm very proud. This is not a very proud moment, but the thing is that until she faces her mortal sins, we are always going to have a shadow over us. When America can face what it did to the indigenous people, when America can face, wait a minute, do you know that it was in the United Nations, every other country on the planet said that slavery was a crime against humanity, except, wait a minute, there was one place, it was somewhere in Africa and the United States. What the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? So we're just gonna leave it at that. We're gonna leave it at that.
Oh, wait a minute. I got to. We're not gonna make this a political thing, but I want to say this on a religious tip. Tip.
Yes.
For those who do believe in the Bible, think about it like this. He is what was said to come in the Bible. Like, I mean, he's what they said was to come. He's that. He is that. And everything is in divine order and divine timing. And God did say his word will not come back void. And he's in position not by choice, but by faith. And all of those people that tried to kill him, he ain't going nowhere. He is going to live out his entire presidency because it ain't time for him to go yet. He's here to do what the Bible said he was going to do.
And to that effect, ma'am, I'm gonna say this: all those attempts were fake.
I knew you were going to say that today. I knew you were going to say that.
No, wait a minute. Fake or not, he ain't going nowhere.
No. Wait a minute. Because I tell you right now, that last attempt, baby, you could listen. There was nobody that was more disappointed that it wasn't true than Melania. Oh, did you see? Oh, she had that look on her face. Will someone please do this motherfucker and please can't take this shit
so
no more.
I can take my money and go.
Baby, my contract is over. Shit, okay. Melania is ready to take Baby Lurch to wherever Baby Lurch and Melania gonna go, and she ready to dip this shit, honey. She ready to make the dip, honey. Okay, Melania can't take it no more. But all right, y'all.
Listen, our prayers, Mike, our prayers and our thoughts went for him, about him, whatever it is. It was a purpose. We just don't know what it is. Maybe we was chosen to send him some grace.
Maybe I just can't believe with all of these school shootings that this nation does not have a sharpshooter that's terminally ill and I just can't believe it. I just I just can't.
They out there. They just ain't target him yet. They out there. Believe it.
Shit.
Believe it. They out there. They out there.
Listen. Oh, YouTube gonna get my ass for sure for this one. Okay.
All right. We're gonna stop. Stop. All right. I'll get ready to drop down.
All right. All right. You ain't gotta drop down because all right. But you had a good day, Mr. Stevens?
Yeah, I did. I had a really good day. And I made a new friend. I'll say this. I made a new friend at the Trader Joe's that I hang out at. He is so, and not in a romantic sense, but he is so adorable. He's a very flamboyant young man. And he's just so adorable. Oh my goodness. And and I just like talking to him and hanging out with him and stuff. So that's about it. I had a good day.
Good. All right, baby, I'm gonna drop you down, okay? And I'm gonna get into it, and we're gonna do what we gotta do. All right. But Mr. Stevens, thank you as always for showing up. Miss Allen, thank you as always for showing up. So y'all listen. Shit. All right. So things have kind of settled down. As you know, my first off, let me see if I can do this real fast. Can I lower this? No, I can't lower this. Yeah, y'all need a new camera. I need a new camera because this is really bad. Wait a minute, and let me say something, y'all. I'm in my bathrobe because it's chilly in this apartment, okay? But I'm fully clothed underneath. So here we go. So, my life is settled. Yesterday I went down to the south side and I hung out with my family. My stepfather is fine. He's doing very good. And my other personal thing, he's on the south side making his way in however he's going to do it and what have you. And and that is that. I had some work I had to do today. I'm blessed to have that work. I was very happy with that. But some of y'all may or may not know, but I do I've been making my own little Oracle deck, and I'm hoping that this camera is catching all that, So I was making my own little Oracle deck, and what had happened was that I had some time. So, I got to, really making my little cards and what have you, and I was doing the thing. And so, this is a nice little respectable deck that I got over here. And again, I did it and what have you. It's not quite complete, but it, it's getting there. And as opposed to using like one of the commercial decks, I wanted to use one of mine. I wanted to do mine today. So you got my shuffle, and then I'm going to make a pull. Here's the card. I'm going to put that down. And let me spread out this tarot so I can see what equivalent this is going to be. All right. All right, there we go. All right, so here we go. So this card right here reads, and this is how we're going to work. This is going to be what we're going to think about as we start our new work cycle for tomorrow. So this is what we're going to do. All right. So this card this card says you can rest, and everything that's going to happen for you is still going to happen for you. There you go. You can rest, and everything that's going to happen for you is still going to happen for you. So, where do I want to go with this? So, like I said, we're stepping into a new work cycle. And with this card, where it says you can rest and still everything's going to happen for you, that you're not going to miss nothing. What that's saying to me is that as we enter this new work cycle, we ain't not rushing nothing. We're going to be moving with intention. And how we move matters just as much as what we're building. Okay. So with this card, you can rest. Well, what this is talking about, for me, this is not about pressure. This is about alignment. And with this card, Universal Mind is making it very, very clear that scarcity thinking is not invited into this new work cycle. So that's what we're not going to do. We're not going to pretend like we got to get everything done in one day. We're not going to act like if we don't do some shit at this moment, that shit is going to fuck up or something like that. Because what's going to happen for us is going to happen for us, regardless as to what the pace we're keeping. Okay. So with that being said, on this Monday Eve, we're not in the mind frame of lack. There is no rush out of fear, and we are not forcing any outcomes, because what is meant for us is still moving towards us, even when we pause. So now, with this being said, we're going to work different, and we're going to move different. And we're going to trust the process without trying to control every step of the way. Let me tell you, so with that, hold on. The tarot that where's my swords? There we go. This is giving very much Four of Swords energy. The Suit of Swords, this is my air signs. This is my Aquas, my Libras, and my Geminis. So anybody watching, Aqua, Libras, Geminis, I need you to pay close attention. And again, this is for the collective, but for my air signs, pay closer attention. And again, you can rest, and everything that's going to happen for you is still going to find its way towards you. So with this, with me co-signing with Four of Swords, the Four of Swords, we're talking about rest, stillness without any loss of progress, a pause, the sacred pause. So when we break this down, y'all, the question comes, what are you afraid that will fall apart if you slow down? What are you working towards that if you don't feel that you applying that pressure and you putting the pedal to the gas, what is it that you're working on right now that you think is going to fall apart if you not like an attention, you right up in there? Because right now with this card right here, what this card is telling me is that we're going to go into this work cycle and we're going to honor recovery. We're going to honor the pause, and we're going to reflect. The building process and the momentum is there. we ain't got to do too much. We ain't got to do too much at all at this point, because I'm going to tell you something. Here it is. When you apply constant effort to whatever it is you're building in your life, in your world, in your affairs, that constant effort is going to lead you to a burnout. And you're not going to get any better results because you kept going forward and forward. Sometimes you all got to let some shit coast on its own energy. And you'll know when to pick up. You'll know when to start applying that pressure. But for right now, this Monday Eve, we're going to get in the mindset that we are going to slow down and allow Universal Mind to do what Universal Mind's got to do for our projects. Nothing that is meant for you is going to be lost by you resting. Let me say that again. Nothing meant for you is going to be lost by you resting. Let me give you all an affirmation. Give me a second, because we're going to see what the ancestors put on me. We're going to keep it simple. We're going to keep it simple, y'all. I rest without fear of losing what's meant for me. I rest without fear of losing what is meant for me. So with that, I want you all to walk into your new work cycle. I want you all to rest. There's going to be no scarcity mindset. There's going to be no lacking, none of that shit. We're not going to do that. You do not have to keep pushing to hold on to what's already yours. So we're going to rest, because it ain't going nowhere. The shit is not going nowhere. All right? Yes, ma'am. Yes. Right there. Right there. So yeah. That's what I wanted to do for you all. Babies. I'm looking at the forecast for tomorrow for my daily planner from Llewellyn. Babies. Yeah. The moon, she's up to her old shenanigans again. But I'm gonna have all that broken down for you all. And I'll be putting that, in the YouTube, in the Instagram, and in the TikTok. Y'all, I gotta tell you something. I've been going live on TikTok. Honey, the momentum on the TikTok is crazy. I ain't gonna leave here. I ain't gonna leave here. But please follow me on the TikTok. Because I do, I mean, it's the same format, but I do different things over there. So with all that, follow me on that. And with that being said, I'm going to sign on off. I wanted to give you all a little something you could hold on to. And you know what? And I'm glad, that we had a chance to discuss. And Michael, I'm glad you made a little friend. Miss Allen, thank you for, praying for, our commander in chief, because I ain't. But yeah, but there we go. Okay. So there you go, y'all. Listen, stay in assignment, because alignment is your assignment. And where all else fails, remember, just close your eyes and ask the universe to show you how good it can be. All right? All right, babies. Y'all stay blessed. I need to get over that. Yes, please. Please. Yes. Yes. And I love you right back, baby. And I love you right back. All right? Y'all, please do not, what is it? Miss Jones. Baby, follow me on the TikTok, all right? Follow me on the TikTok. And I'm so glad that you made it, okay? Y'all, please don't forget to like the video and share it and do all that other jazz, all right? And Ms. Jones, it's good to see you, baby. It's good to see you. Listen, my life is getting a little bit more settled, so I will be coming back and I'll be doing some readings, and I'll be back, all right? All right, but until then, y'all, stay blessed. Stay blessed. And yeah, listen, I'll be dropping things tomorrow. Okay. All right, y'all. Have an amazing evening. Thank you all. Thank you all.